Boom, and there's the red light, meaning that we are live. All right,
Yes,
everybody.
sir.
Thank y'all for joining us. I'm gonna do my intro, and then we're gonna meet our guest, and then we're gonna get this thing right on popping. Hello, everyone. I am Paul Wizzo, and welcome to Wizzo Talk. I appreciate you taking the time. You could have been anywhere else, but you're right here watching us right now. Or then again, you may be watching us later. Either way it go, you're watching us. So you like to subscribe to Wizzo Talk? The link is in the description or strolling right across the bottom of the screen. I appreciate your support. Just make sure you hit that notification bell because I'll post according to my guest availability rather than on a fixed schedule. So we don't want you to miss out on anything. You like to be a guest on the Wizzo Talk? Hey, by all means, send me a smoke signal, carrier pigeon, send me the bat signal in the air or whatever you got to do. Hey, and we will get you on the show. And don't worry about a topic because I have plenty of them. And remember, it is absolutely free, 100% free to follow, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate your
Yes, sir.
support. So if you're watching this right here on Facebook or something, just go and follow your boy Paul Wizzo, and we appreciate it. With that being said, we're going to meet our guest, and then we're going to get this thing right on popping. Go ahead there.
How y'all doing, everybody? My name is Mel Derrico, um, South Florida stand-up comedian, father of two. I only have one child, but I'm in a relationship, so I'm two. Um, and yeah, very, very featured guest on Wizzo Talk. Never had a bad experience. I love it here. The people in the comments in the live chat, they're great. And yeah, looking forward to another great episode, man. I've been waiting for my one-on-one, so this is my showtime at the Apollo. This is my solo moment. It's either gonna be grits or glory, So
Already.
let's do
Yeah.
it.
That's what's up. And I know you mentioned the stand-up comedian, so but I didn't really hear if you someone want to follow you, how do they find you,
Yeah.
anything like
Oh
that?
gosh. Yeah. Look at me showing my youth. On TikTok, Mel underscore Derico. Instagram, Mel underscore Derico. That's MEL underscore DERICO. Facebook, same thing. And upcoming shows. I'm doing the Roast Battle League again on Saturday in Miami. That's you can those online on YouTube at Roast Battle League. They have them all over the city, New York, California, and doing the Fort Lauderdale Improv again, December 2nd. Just did it the 11th of November, doing it again December 2nd. Tickets for that all over my social media platforms. If you want a ticket, please come support if you're in the South Florida area. We'd love to see you.
Alrighty, that's what's up, bro. You kind of freezing up on you a little bit. There you go. I got you back. But doing that
Okay.
spill there, you was kind of freezing a little bit. But you good to go. We still heard you loud and clear. But every now and then, when
Okay.
you looked up, your eyes stayed up there. So,
Oh, that's
but it's
horrible.
all
I
good.
promise I'm not on
Yeah.
drugs, people. It's the 5G in the South.
That would definitely do it. But so what I'm gonna do right now,
Yes,
bro?
sir.
I just got one little thing that I'm gonna read off. I like to thank our guests for watching us right now. I'm gonna read this, and
Yes, sir.
then we're gonna get right on off into our topic here. So, Wizzo Talk is an unfiltered, unscripted podcast designated for mature audience. If you're uncomfortable with explicit language or direct conversation, this may not be the space for you. We speak openly here without holding back. Don't let strong, explicit words distract you from the powerful message being shared. And I start reading that sometime just because sometimes we say pussy, dick, fuck, motherfucker, ass, bitch, hoe, and I don't want to catch nobody too far off guard. So you are forewarned that this show is not made for kids. It is adult only, and that's how I have it listed. So I read that sometimes just in case somebody might get offended if we get to talking about fucking a doggy style, which we shouldn't do it right here in this talking about vegetarian.
No,
But
no, but
yeah.
it tends to be locker room talk sometimes, and that's not a bad disclaimer. Did you get Chat GPT to do that? That was good. I like that. I ain't
No,
heard that before.
yeah, I say that usually sometime not on my one-on-ones, but then sometime on a
Right.
barbershop talk or different ones, I go on and read
Yeah.
that. But no, I had it made up and well, I tell you what, I had Jay ChatGPT fix it for me, but I wrote it because mine was a
Okay,
little bit
they read it
more.
for
So
you. They proofread
they proofread that motherfucker for me.
it.
So they did have something. I ain't gonna lie, they did have something to do with that.
Yeah. Anytime you get me or Seven on the show, you got to read a disclaimer.
Man,
So.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But anyway, I'm gonna get right on off into it. You know, my journey to becoming a vegetarian, finding peace in what I eat. Now, when I chose that topic right there, I just kind of put in vegetarian, a couple of things, and ChatGPT gave me about 5 of them, and I said, okay, boom, I'm gonna pick one of them and select that. All right. So talking
Cool.
right here, my first question to you right here. You know, what was
Mhm.
the moment or experience that made you decide to become a vegetarian? You know, what sparked that?
Man. Senior year of high school. I was 17 turning 18. And my grandmother passed away.
Mm,
And my grandmother passed away, and like I talked to my grandma. Like my grandma wasn't in the same county as me. She moved, so I always went to go see her for 2 weeks during the summer. But my grandmother would take time out of the and call me every week. Right? She had plenty grandkids, but it was just like that call you knew you were getting every week. Right?
right.
Like this is my grandma, whatever. So when she passed away, like that really messed me up, and I believe I kind of had a moment of clarity because it was a high number of funerals I went to that year,
Mhm.
right? Um, and I noticed majority, I want to say maybe 80% of the funerals I went to that year were all health related. And then I start thinking about what were the diets and the daily process of these people as far as their food consumption, their drug and alcohol consumption, and it really dawned on me. I was like we're killing ourselves.
Mhm.
I'm like I really thought about it, and I was like, my grandma didn't have a shot, and
Right.
then I really thought like from the moment I saw my grandma when I met her, or I can have any recollection, like she never had a skinny day. Like she was always big. you, you know? So it's just like Morgan Freeman. I've never seen a young Morgan Freeman movie. Like the nigga been
Right.
old every film I've seen him in. Like it's kind of like that with my grandma. I was like, I'm like, man, like I've never and then the repasts and all that, like we're eating the
Mhm.
same shit that just killed my grandma. And I'm just like, bro. And then on top of that, on my mother's side, that was my dad's mom. On my mother's
Mhm.
side, we already have a line of diabetes. My Both of my grandparents are diabetic. My great grandma lost her life through diabetes, right? Like seeing her foot amputated and all that. So really, when it really clicked, I'm going, I see the writing on the wall here,
Mhm.
right? So it was up to me in my teenage years to have the care enough to go, I'm gonna do something about this. And that's where it really hit me, and I was like, I think I'm gonna make a change when it comes to my diet.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's some. That's a definitely an experience to make you do that, especially looking back and you see what it's doing to you. You see the family and everybody like
Yep.
that. So it's definitely will make some want to make a change. I say some. So I'm gonna ask you this right here too. Also,
Mhm.
um, how old are you right now?
27. Turn 28
27.
next month.
Okay, 28 December. Okay, Christmas baby up in there
Yeah,
somewhere.
2 days. I'm the 27th, man. 2 days after Christmas, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. Okay, so 27 about to be 28. So basically it's like no turning back now. You're happy being a vegetarian the way you are?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm 9 years in.
Hmm.
I did January 1st, 2016. I thought just starting on the new year just would have been smart to do, easy to remember the anniversary, right?
Right.
So, so literally, I ate chicken nuggets at 11:50, and then at midnight, 10 minutes later, I was like, "All right, no more meat." Right? So, but yeah, shit, forgot your question. um
I was just asking you. So there's no turning back. You're happy now being a
Oh, right,
vegetarian.
right. Sorry.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I have children. I tend to forget stuff. So, um, yeah. So, I've gotten real comfortable. I, like I said, I'm 9 years in, right? So, there's not really a situation, where I would even think I would need to go back. I don't feel an urgency to go back. I will say though, out of the entire 9 years, this was the only year where the doubt even crept in my mind because Popeyes be smelling good as shit, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like the past 9 years, I've been good. People eat it around me. I've been at cookouts. Listen, the devil can't get me. But
Yeah,
I don't know that Louisiana fast. Them, I don't know the seas. They doing their thing over there, man. I don't know,
it
right?
ain't no good.
I missed the whole Popeyes chicken sandwich. I never tried it. Right? There's a lot
Right,
of stuff I missed out on. Four for
right,
fours. So I haven't been able to enjoy any of that, but
right.
no, I'm super comfortable, man. I don't see a day where I ever eat meat again. Maybe if I get one of those like billionaire rich friends, and
Mhm.
people get bored when they're rich, so they might bully me. Hey, I'll give you 10 million, you eat a steak. I'm eating
Yeah,
a fucking steak, but I could start over, motherfucker.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Okay.
in my current life, no, I don't see a situation where I ever go back.
Okay, all right, that's what's up. To the viewers that's out there right there watching, we talk with Melvin how he became or why he became a vegetarian, finding his way to becoming a vegetarian, and all that good stuff. So if you have any questions, post them in the chat. I'll share them on the screen, and we'll see about him answering those questions for you. And
For sure.
moving on to my next one. So now you're a vegetarian, 9 years in. Hey, so in other words, you made it on New Year's, and a
Hmm.
lot of people make them New Year's resolution. I don't know if that's what you was calling it, and then by the 2 weeks later, they didn't already failed, and that shit is out the window. But you
Yeah.
9 years in, so that's damn good to you right there. That don't happen because I go to the gym around
Hmm.
January, and the gym is jam packed. And shit,
Oh
two
yeah.
weeks later, ain't nobody in that mother because they made
Yeah.
their New Year's resolution to get fit. So 9 years in, props to you on that, bro. Okay,
Yeah. As someone who's active in the gym, I hate the month of January.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
you know, I can't wait till Valentine's Day kicks in. That's when motherfuckers usually stop going. So.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so it's 2016. You decided to go and become a vegetarian. So, how
Hmm.
did your friends and family react to when you told them, or if you told them, not like you have to tell anybody, but I'm sure you shared
Right.
it. So, what was their reaction to that?
Yeah. Well, I'm still living with my parents. Right. I'm still in high
Okay.
school. Right. So it's
Yeah.
it's not like I'm a single guy. They're like someone's responsible for my well-being, responsible to feed me. Right. So I have to tell them. Um, Everybody thought I was fucking insane. Everybody thought I was crazy. You got to think too. I don't know if I told you this, but I'm half Haitian. My mom's side of the
Uh-huh.
family are from Haiti. My great grandparents immigrated from Haiti, and my grandparents immigrated from Haiti, and then they start having children here. So um, my mom's side of the family, expect my granddad specifically, he thought I don't he thought I was crazy. He literally thought he was
Yeah.
like, I don't know what you gonna eat. All you do is eat meat. Like he was just going losing his mind. He's like, "You dating a white girl?" He thought I went off the rockers, and the white people got me right. So
Yeah.
everybody, no, nobody believe. I'm not gonna say nobody believed in me. There were some people who didn't. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
But for the most part, they were just like, if that's what you want to do,
Yeah.
And a year later, my dad became a vegetarian,
Oh,
and now I'm 9 years. My dad's 8 years. So.
damn.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what's
man.
up.
Yeah.
Do you think that some of them friends was probably in your face, propping you up, champing you up, and then behind your back saying, "Man, that
Oh,
motherfucker ain't
yes.
gonna
They
make
still
it
do
like
it.
that. He ain't
They
gonna make it."
still do
Yeah,
it till this
he
day.
know he wants
They'll
some meat.
fucking
He know
put
he
shit in
wants
my
some
face.
meat.
You, oh yeah, man. Yeah, they still do it, man. They are. Listen, people are evil.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna be honest with you, man. People suck. But yeah, I still get teased about that. Anytime I have an opinion, it's like, what does this guy fucking know? He don't even eat steak, right? Like,
yeah, yeah.
So I still get teased. Um, But it's cool, it's fun, it's light, you know. I don't take it serious, right? I'm not one of the guys that's saying, "Oh, I'm not a tree hugger," and you know, none of that crazy stuff. But yeah, people gonna tease you for sure.
Okay, that's what's up. So I heard you say part Haitian, right?
Hmm.
So you down in Florida,
Yes.
you ain't worried about ice?
Nah, man, we drink ice, man. We chew ice. We bite. Yeah, we ain't. Hey, man, motherfucker. Hey, man, we chew ice where we from, dog. We chew ice for fun. We don't even need a beverage. We chewing on ice. We not scared of that shit, man.
Already, that's what's up. I
Nah,
just
man.
had to.
We ain't worried about the motherfuckers, man.
All right, that's what's up. Okay, so
And to be honest with you, we run fast. We typically run faster than Spanish people. So I
oh,
like our.
okay, got you covered. Yeah, because ice ain't running out nobody, them fat motherfuckers. All right, so check this out,
No.
then. So, all right, so you like in high school or whatever, and so
Hmm.
I mean, if you were dating or whatever, I don't know. Now, these are questions
Hmm.
that I just wrote down, and so we can just work with them or
Right.
whatever, and
For
we'll
sure.
go. You don't know what I'm gonna ask you or whatever, so but just walk us through like the dating process. I mean, you already a vegetarian at this point in time. You're going out with
Right.
this one chick. She's not a vegetarian. She's ordering
Yeah.
steak and meat and all that shit, and you
Hmm.
sitting in front of her eating lettuce like you a goddamn
God
rabbit.
knows what. Right. Right.
Yeah, yeah. So
Um.
walk us through that dating process as a vegetarian.
um. Well, it's definitely a process. I've never actually dated someone who had my lifestyle as far as eating. Um. But you know, it's one of those things that I don't think I've ever engaged with a woman who didn't respect it. Um. For the most part, it is kind of a challenge because um. You know, I'm from the South, man, and you know, your woman cooking for you is damn near religious. It's a requirement, right? So,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it's a whole different mentality. And you know, even from like just dating, yes, like there might be times where, because again, maybe she's in the mood for this, but she got to cook for me, right?
mhm,
Or maybe we're cooking this from the house and now she has to cook something, you know, my own thing. Like hypothetically, if it's spaghetti or
right.
pasta, right? Like it's like, all right, this is mine and this is for everyone else, right? And that carries on as well with family, right? Because you have like Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
right? And you
Ooh,
got right, right.
wow.
So you see how it trickles down, right?
Yeah.
So um, you know, it definitely I wouldn't say it's a burden, but if you have the right partner, anything that you have going on, they can figure out.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
yeah, but
Okay, that's what's
it's
up.
cool. It's cool.
Yeah. All right. So what changes, have you noticed or your mindset or in your body since
Hmm.
changing, just giving up meat, have you noticed any changes? How you feel? What's different about, that?
Absolutely. So one of the famous Dr. Sebi quotes is your food should be your medicine and your medicine should be your food, right? And the moment I start cleaning up my diet, I would notice a lot of things. Like I wouldn't get sick as much. Um, I would have less. I would be less stuffy as far as like being, mucus and my nose being clogged and all that. I noticed that I would not yearn to have that midday nap.
Mm.
You know, when you get to that middle of the day and man, I want a nap, or man, I could go for, you at break at work and you kind of fading a little bit and you catching yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have that.
Okay.
I don't have that. And I'm already a 5 a.m. in the gym kind of guy. So having foods that boost my energy, that boost my testosterone and my blood flow is
Mhm.
definitely beneficial because of the lifestyle I already have, right?
Right.
If I'm a dude that's eating chicken wings and all kind of stuff, um, I'm not really going to be able to get up to go to the
Gotcha.
gym, you know?
Okay. Right, right, right. So you definitely have then noticed some changes and see some changes and everything. So that's what's up. That's cool. Okay, so somebody texting me right here. Get that out the way. All right, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask
Oh,
you this.
it
This
said
is
it was reconnecting. That's why I was pausing, but it said I guess it's good. Okay, yeah, we're
oh
good now.
yeah. You good. And once again, I'd
Okay.
like to thank all of our viewers out there for watching. Whether you're watching it now, you catch the live scream, stream now. Appreciate it. And so here's I don't know. Can you see the questions there? Do you
Do you
still
still
eat
eat
sandwich?
sandwiches? Yeah, yeah, I still eat sandwiches. So it obviously not like turkey, right, or ham. But yeah, like as far as the grilled cheese sandwiches, um, there's obviously there's plant-based alternatives, right? So, as far as the and you kind of want to be careful with those. You don't want to go too crazy, right? But yeah, the plant-based alternatives, obviously I eat those sandwiches, right? As far as the chicken and the whatever kind of burgers they have, or stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, I definitely still eat sandwiches. I'm not knocking them back every day, like because you have to understand too, there's no fast food spots for places like us. There may be certain menus that have things we could eat, but there's no McDonald's for us at midnight.
Right, exactly. And that brings me. This wasn't one of my questions, but when you say for us, I didn't do the research, but about how many of it is of us? How many vegetarian do you think, or do you know, or have an idea? I didn't
Oh,
research it. I should
that's
have.
a good question. Well, it's kind of it depends because there's vegan, there's
Yeah,
vegetarian, there's pescatarian, right? So,
yeah,
um, if you're putting, it's kind of like LGBTQ, right? Like you
yeah,
got,
yeah,
so if you want to put all of us in the rainbow, then it's a fuck ton of us. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But that's
yeah,
like asking how many bisexual people are there. How
yeah.
many people would even tell you they're bisexual? I don't know.
Hey, good point. Good point.
That's the whole point, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
some people are flirting with the idea every day, right? They're on edge. So do you
yeah,
count them? But I think we're as far as vegetarians, we got to be in the millions, right?
yeah,
There's like 8 billion people on Earth. Got to be at least
yeah.
like 4 million of us. So
Yeah, and I've noticed that slowly the menus are changing to
yes,
accommodate.
they are.
You know,
Yes, they are.
yeah. I've been noticing that when I go out and seeing about it. But that's
Yeah.
definitely.
So so
I
are the
know we have no idea.
bathrooms.
Yeah, so are the bathrooms. so, so they are definitely changing. Okay, so here's another one of my
Yes.
questions for you. I have probably about 5 or 6 more, something like that. I'll post this
Sounds good.
question while I'm reading that. So this is asking because I don't know if I have asked you this or not. Is your
Hmm.
wife a vegetarian? And are you raising your kids to be a vegetarian? And another part to this, how does your wife prepare meals at home? So, is your wife vegetarian? Are you raising your kids that way? And how does she prepare meals at home? And then we'll entertain the question on the board up there if you want to later.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. We can answer that question next too.
Yeah.
So Um, my kid is a vegetarian, but I didn't raise him that way. He just ended up coming out like that. My kid does not really eat meat. He's
Mm,
might have ate meat twice, and honestly, I wasn't there, so I can't even say if they did. I was told like, "Hey, he just ate a rib, like a piece of rib," and I was like, "Well, I didn't see it, so I don't know if they did or not." Right? They could be
right, right.
messing with me, but no, my kid's a real picky eater. And honestly, my mindset was um, let him kind of. I think he can make that decision
Mhm.
when he gets older if he wants to. But I was just going to make sure that he had a good diet as far as his upbringing, right? So, and I wasn't going to do that as far as raising him, only because I didn't want to mess that up, right? Like me being 18, like, if I botch it or mess it up or misproportion it, like, I'm gonna be fine, right? But
Right.
him being only 2 years old, I kind of just want to, you know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
so I kind of just want to go the proper route, and then if he chooses to do that, obviously, I can give him some sort of blueprint,
Right.
um, but nah, no big cookouts with dad though.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yeah,
And so
yeah, no.
how does the wife prepare meals? I got to plug my power in. I'm about to lose power.
Oh no, you're good. Um, well, basically, just like anything else, she uh takes time out prior to doing certain things, right? You got to prep certain things. Honestly though, um it's to an extent, a lot of times it's smoother in opposed to if I were eating meat, because you don't gotta let chicken thaw out and
Right.
clean the chicken and flour and frying it and
Yeah.
putting it on the pan and dumping out grease, and you,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying,
Right.
right? So honestly, at a lot of times it's very much it's honestly smoother as a process, because um you know I mean, is it's a common sense question. What do you think takes longer to cook, steak or string beans?
Mhm. Shit. Steak. Oh, take longer to cook. Oh, okay. I thought you
Right.
steak don't take but 2 seconds. Shit. So shit, it's done. But so
Yeah,
anyway.
but yeah, so it's just like, like if I just want, if I had like a piece of corn, then you just end up putting water on that bitch, seasoning, you're good. But if
Yeah.
you're like, oh, okay, I want a cheesesteak tonight or a chicken parm,
Yeah.
you should got to put a little more elbow work into there. So,
Gotcha.
but no, she
Okay.
prepares it fine.
Right. All right. That's what's up. It's a question on the board, and then you can see who else commented something after you check out this question if you want to entertain
Okay,
that or not.
that's cool.
Can you see it right there?
Bring all the questions. Oh, so did you try any other approach? That question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, yes. But I didn't. Oh, your son's an asshole. Uh,
Okay, go
you
ahead.
know what? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. You're my favorite Womack, because that other one I met, he fucking sucked. I hate that guy. But I don't even want to waste my time talking about him. So yeah, so I definitely did fast. But I did not try fasting prior to becoming a vegetarian. Honestly, if you want me to be completely honest, I did my process going into becoming a vegetarian went exactly how an 18-year-old would do it. There was no research. there was there was no draw out plan. It was raw
I was gonna
dog.
ask you that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was completely like, all right, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna figure it out on the fly, right? And but I did get into intermediate fasting and time based feeding a few years into becoming a vegetarian, actually, because it was cool, and I learned to control my body, right?
Mhm.
When you're able to change your diet, your mind goes different places at times, and your thoughts are more cognitive. You're more cognitive, and your thoughts are sharper. So I got into the concept of fasting and stuff like that, because if I can control my diet, I can control my body, right? So I went into situations where, okay, I can fast for 2 days or 3 days, or I can eat only at, from this time period. And yeah, it's I would recommend it for anybody to give a shot to and try.
Mhm.
Give some of your, give your stomach a break from certain hard foods and stuff like that.
Right.
And everyone needs to everyone body needs to purge and cleanse at times, right? That's why when you wake up in the morning, you instantly have to pee, or you take a
Mhm.
shit, right?
Right.
So, but it's not just in the morning. Like, sometimes your body needs that for a day, right? Or two
Yeah.
days.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why they want you, certain meats. They say, oh, don't eat red meat because it takes long to process. Right. So if you fucking eat ground beef, probably, you know, give your colon a break. Right, give your
Already.
small intestine a break. Yeah. So might want to
Okay.
fast that.
All right. So we'll take this one other question that's on the board, and then I'll ask you my next one right here. Is
Okay.
mentioned about It say, you mentioned workout. Oh, let me read it over here. You mentioned workouts. Did you notice any bone density loss or limited cardio working out since limited protein? I just kind of sped through that right quick.
No. I kind of as far as any limitations, I know there was a boost in energy. Um, as far as bone density or anything like that, not necessarily. Any kind of bone density or limitations or injuries I had prior just from playing sports, so I couldn't align that with becoming a vegetarian. Um, I didn't feel any inflammation. Anything like that was a no go. If anything, it boosted my adrenaline in the gym and my testosterone. And as far as lack of protein sources, um, there are just there are lists and lists of things you can supplement as far as your iron and your protein through vegetables and other things and vitamins and stuff. So, no, I didn't really miss. I really didn't miss anything. Honestly, I didn't
Okay.
like. I didn't. I kept my weight right. Like I figured that out. So, yeah, I didn't fucking lose pounds. And people like, nigga, you need chicken, right? Like that didn't happen.
Right. All right. That's what's up.
Everything worked out.
Cool. Cool. All right, you little choppy there. I'll go on and say once again, I'll say periodically to our viewers out there that's watching, if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you go and follow your boy Paul Wizzo. And if you'd like to be a
Please.
guest on the show, make sure you send me a message or whatever you got to do on Messenger. I'm Paul Wizzo. Send me a message. You have a topic that you'd like to be on. Hey, if you ain't scared to come on camera, hey, let me know. I just happen to know about Melvin being a vegetarian through my son, and then I say, you know what? He's been on Wizzo Talk a few times. Let me see if I can get him up on here. So I'm saying that to say, hey, we cover every fucking thing here on Wizzo Talk. So y'all just let me know you like to be a guest. Send me a message on Paul Wizzo. If you like to be part of Barbershop Talk or any other deal, which we're gonna get Melvin on Barbershop Talk, and boy, that's gonna be some shit. So
Yeah, it's gonna be some
y'all
shit.
you just and if you watch me from if you like to follow me on YouTube, the link is in the description or scrolling across the bottom of the screen. I appreciate your support. So Mel, I'm gonna ask you this right here. So what was your favorite meal before being a vegetarian? And what is your favorite meal after being a vegetarian? I mean, while you're a vegetarian.
Uh, um, honestly, vagina. No, I'm kidding.
Mm,
So
I
no.
damn near spit my wine out.
That's meat, right? Looks like deli meat, depending on who you with.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
Oh, geez. I'm so glad this is like, what is it,
I
PG
had that in
13
my
or
notes.
R rated? You gave a disclaimer, right? So,
Yeah, hell yeah, I
we'll
did.
save that for barbershop talk. No,
Okay.
prior to eating meat, my favorite meal.
Or at least some you from the South. So I mean
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
it's hard, man,
Christmas.
because like I said, half Haitian,
Yeah.
half American. I mean, it had to be a tie between just soul food, like any like what I'm saying, just a decent soul food plate, man. Whether it's catfish, macaroni, baked beans, collard green. My favorite, I'll probably go with griot. I'll probably go with griot. It's basically a dish, a Haitian dish, fried goat. Um, that's probably that's probably and I'm probably gonna get killed if any Haitians see this video because I said it so properly, but I have to, right?
Right.
I could say griot, but no, but yeah, I'll probably say griot was my favorite
Okay.
when I was consuming. Your son, he doing this pause thing. I can't even. When we do barbershop talk, your son need to be there. But uh, and as far as post decision, right, becoming a vegetarian, um, I say my favorite meal, uh, Chipotle, man.
Mm.
I got my go-to burrito, man, with my chips and hot sauce. That's like my girl. She pissed me off the other day. She came home with Chipotle, and I flamed out. I flamed out. I cooled down, man. You know, I tried to keep my, but she knows. She
Yeah,
knows. Like I get him his burrito, man, and you know, I know it by heart, man. White rice, black beans, fajitas, hot sauce, corn, lettuce, you know, cheese. I'm good to go,
yeah.
right? Right. So yeah, that's probably my favorite meal right now for the last couple years has been my Chipotle burrito. That's my favorite for sure.
Okay, that's what's up. I see someone put my ears, got the ears covered up. I'm thinking that was because you said about that pussy. I mean
Yeah,
vagina.
I did not say that p word. You said that p
Yeah,
word.
I
I did that.
did. I did.
I
I
said
did.
the scientific term, right? So
Fuck that science shit.
we gave a disclaimer,
We
right?
did. We
So
did.
yes, we
Okay,
can
well
say
that's
pussy
what's
as
up.
much time as we like. Yeah.
So was it hard letting go of certain foods that you kind of grew up on? I know you like 17 when and 18. So 10, 12, 15, was it, and you just like you said, you didn't do any research. So was it hard
No.
letting go of certain foods you love growing up with?
Um. Honestly, no. And I'll say it wasn't necessarily the foods. It was the cravings.
Yeah.
It was the I guess you can say the what's the withdrawals, right?
Yeah.
The withdrawals. So I'm a pretty I'm a pretty disciplined guy, right?
Yeah.
But that discipline, to be disciplined, it has to come with a level of stubbornness, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
stubborn, right? So if I say I'm not doing something, I'm not doing it. So it wasn't even the temptation of like, oh, I want a steak, or I want grill, or I want this, but I can't eat it. It wasn't even that. It was more so like my body going through that,
Right.
or I'm home and my mom's still cooking what she's cooking, and I'm upstairs, but I could smell that shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And now
Yeah.
I'm putting a towel under the door
Yeah.
so the scent don't come through my room, right? And because I'm only 28 days in or 42 days in, but
Right.
even in high school, my mentality was like, if I say something, this is what I'm doing. So if I don't eat meat, I don't eat meat, regardless of who's cooking what, who's making what, what's my favorite. I can care less. So honestly, around my 90-day mark, around like 3 months, I was fine. It
Yeah.
was not. It wasn't anywhere I couldn't go. There wasn't a table I couldn't sit because my mentality was just like, this is what I'm doing.
Right. Oh, that's what's up. And I'll just mention this right quick. You mentioned cravings and stuff. I'll be in the gym, man. I'll be working out, and they have the TVs on the screen up there at Planet Fitness or whatever,
Yep.
and all I'm
Yep.
seeing is carrot cake, cookies, while I'm working out and shit. So I'll be craving it like a bug, man, when I'm going
Yeah,
hard.
man.
Sometimes I fight it,
It's
but
hard, man. It's
yeah,
hard, man.
yeah,
And two, it's because like the worst shit tastes the best.
yeah, yeah,
You know, so listen, ribs. I've never ate a rib that tasted like asparagus.
yeah.
Never,
Nah, nah, nah. I know that shit's right. Damn.
never.
So yeah, yeah, that's something right there. So if someone out there right now is thinking about becoming a vegetarian, what's one piece of advice that you'll give them?
One piece of advice I would
Oh,
do is, because I understand who I am and how I think
mhm.
and my stubbornness, I would not suggest going cold turkey, right? I would
Okay.
suggest a trial version, right? Go a week, go 2 weeks. If you like it, do your research, try things out, set up a blueprint, slowly implement maybe one vegetarian dish in your diet, or slowly substitute those chips for fruit, right?
Hmm.
Slowly substitute, that soda for a smoothie, right? Or maybe that snack for a smoothie. Slowly, if you eat certain things, start throwing some dark leafy greens in there to kind of, trick your mind into it. You eating a burger, you know, throw some spring mix on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Or you
Yeah.
making some eggs, throw some spring mix in that motherfucker. Just slowly implement it in your diet. Slow walk the dog. Um, don't go cold turkey like I did, because and I mean this humbly, right? I'm not trying to like say it, but like, you're not me and I'm not you,
Right.
right? So I can go cold turkey because I know who I am, right?
Mhm.
And I know I can do that. I don't know if you can do that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so so
Yeah.
definitely go the smarter approach and just slowly implement a cleaner diet, and then I think that's the best way to go.
That's what's up. So if your grandmother hadn't passed, do you think you would be a vegetarian right now? Because I think that kind of led to it, along with a couple of other things in there that you mentioned when we first started. So, do you
Hmm.
think, what are your thoughts on that?
Fuck no. No, I would not be. No, I don't think there's a chance in the world it even creeps in my mind. I honestly
Right.
don't. And around that time too, I had uh I had just moved in with living with my dad. So I lived with my dad half of my senior year. The rest of my life I live with my mom. So for that half of my senior year, that is the time my grandma passed. But living with my dad was different, because now, opposed to like my mom coming home and cooking, my dad is like, I got a hungry ass 17-year-old two sport athlete in here.
Yeah.
It gotta be food galore in here. So I'm eating like a fucking madman.
Yeah.
So if grandma don't pass and I don't have that moment of clarity, I'm still eating, and I'm talking about just like spicy sausage from Penn Dutch. Like just all kind of shit, right? Like pork chops, and like fried pork chops for breakfast. Like, I'm just doing shit, right?
Right.
So
Right.
living like how I was living at the time, if grandma don't pass at that time and how she passed, I don't think there's a shot in the world. But everything happens for a reason, even if it's something you don't think is good at the time.
Exactly. I got you on that. And I wanted to ask this. This wasn't on my list, but I just kind of wrote it down. You're
Hmm.
9 years in. Your dad is 8 years in. What made your dad decide to become a vegetarian, if you know?
That nigga a follower, man. He been wanting to be like me, man. Listen, he wanted to be like me so much he named me after him. Who does that?
I don't know who doing that shit, man. Who does that
I
shit?
know. Like, who names their kid after them? That's so stupid. You already have your name. Like, oh God. No.
God damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Look, I've always been influential, man, even as a teen. No, but honestly, what made him do it? I think he saw the change in me, and I think he like, because here's what I'm saying. Most people know what's good for them.
Mhm.
Like, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of stupid people,
Oh
but
yeah.
but at the same time, like, people know, okay, this is my left signal, this is my right signal, this is red, this is yellow, this is green, right? So people know, like, if your wife or your girl gets up every morning and goes to the gym, that's good,
Mhm.
right? It doesn't even take her to tell you,
Right.
you know being active is good, right? So my dad seeing this and seeing the change, I think that was what he needed to go, oh, I think I can do something about what I'm doing as well, right? And then ever since then, he was just like, and he didn't even really like tell me. He kind of just like start doing it, and then after a while, he was just like, "Hey, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And and now also too, it's kind of like having an accountability partner, right?
Right.
It's like he's in it, I'm in it, we can relate,
Right.
and that dude's a follower, man. I don't want to give him credit, man. He want to be like me, man. It's all
Right.
right.
Right. Okay. Okay. But before you answer the next question, if you choose to, that's on the board right there. So you're 17, 18 years old. You go
Hmm.
out on a date. You just became a vegetarian. You
Yes.
tell a young lady that you with that you're a vegetarian. She
Hmm.
tells you, and you really attracted to her, or whatever at that time,
Yeah.
and she tells you that no, we can't date because this vagina need to be ate. So, what are your words to that? You saying, well, we can't, then we got to go. Just speaking, hypothetical like that. I'm sure you didn't encounter that because that is considered
Right.
a form of meat. So, do you just pass, or do you break it and have some eat some meat?
Well, I'll say this: any woman, any woman who tells a man she needs her vagina to be ate, you probably shouldn't be eating that vagina.
Why not?
I don't think I've ever wanted to eat pussy based off a woman telling me, "Hey, I need my pussy ate."
Now you
Like it
said the
don't.
p word
It's
that
not even.
time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it just pissed me off. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, all right. I'm gonna ask you. I don't know. I don't know. Yo, I don't know. Right? But
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you. Have you ever had a woman interested to suck your dick because you told her, "I need my dick sucked"?
Fuck no.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not even a good approach to have.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
no, it's
Yeah.
no, no. But honestly, no,
Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha. All right.
no,
All right.
no.
So, all right, I just want to throw that off in there and see it. And before you answer Sib the next question, I'm glad I guess is hanging with us. Let me ask you this right here. So, what's been? I'm sure it's probably been several, but what's one of the most powerful lessons you've learned about yourself through this lifestyle? And I kind of have an idea, but because you already
Hmm.
mentioned you're stubborn and different other things, and you,
Right.
but what's one of the powerful lessons that you've learned about yourself through this lifestyle change?
Yeah, basically just the amount of discipline, self control. It's one of those things where it's almost like, for example, we will. I look at my body like I look at my body like my car,
Hmm.
right? And if my car takes 93, but I'm putting 87 in it, it's going to start to break down,
Okay.
right? So the fact that I've been consistent enough and disciplined enough to say, hey, I'm going to do whatever it takes to only put 93 in this motherfucking tank, that's the
Hmm.
biggest lesson I got from that because, you know, there's the worst thing you can do is self betrayal. The
Hmm.
worst thing you could do
Yeah.
is betray yourself. You know, it's one thing to lie to someone else. It's one thing to lie, for a advantage or a game. But when you betray yourself, when you lie to yourself, there's no running
Hmm.
from that. There's no hiding from that. There's no excuse from that. You look yourself in the mirror and you know I ain't shit because I lied to me. I betrayed myself.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing is I've been able to keep this. I've been able to keep this going. Not even just for anybody or social status. For
Hmm.
me,
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest key I got from it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Have you considered growing your own food source or shop at more local markets or farm to table options?
Yeah. So the thing about that is, when I moved to Dallas, I got big into the farmers market. I was going every Sunday. It changed, where I get certain things, right? Like certain grocery places. I'll go here for this, or I go there for that. I've definitely been interested in growing my own supply.
Hmm.
I've been saying ever since. So even your big head ass son probably won't remember this, but
Can we talk
um,
about my son like that now?
I don't like that nigga, man. No, but no, he cool. That's my boy, man. But yeah, like even in college, and I've told my girl, I've always had plans on getting this money just so I can live on farmland and be a nobody, right? I want to be a great stand-up comic, make great money, heal the world, make people laugh, just to make this money and live on a farm, do what I want to do, grow what I want to grow, eat what I want to eat. Um, and the only reason I say that is to really thoroughly answer that question. Um, there's a limit where
Damn. Chop it,
right.
chopping up, chopping up. Okay, come on
Okay,
now.
I think I'm good now. We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, yeah. So basically, I was just saying that the reason why I'm interested also in growing my own supply is because the less travel your food makes, typically it's healthier for you,
Hmm.
right? So look at it from an instance like this. Let's say anything, right? Whether you have a mango tree or you have some goats and you make them procreate and then you butcher your own goat, right? I'm Haitian, so I done seen a live
Yeah.
goat butchering in person. Shit. Don't even ask me how I got in that room. It was it's just fucking this horrible. It was in somebody's living room too. It was don't get me started, man. But
Yeah.
so even though I started myself. But yeah, so the less travel your food makes, typically it's healthier for you.
Hmm.
Um and what made me notice this was I saw a video on YouTube years ago called Your Bacon.
Mm.
And basically what it was, Your Bacon Backwards, was it showed the point where the bacon is like where the pig is born to the moment it got to your plate. And it shows
Hmm.
everything. It shows the motherfuckers picking the pig, then them having sex, the pig being born, then the pig eating all kind of slop and bullshit, and then getting the pig in line, and then killing the pig. Then they chop the meat up, then they wash it down, then they package it, put it on this truck, and it goes to this truck, then it gets to this store, and then you buy it, then it's in your freezer for 2 weeks, and then you cook it, and then you eat. You get what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's no different whether it's because we all know they're spraying shit, certain pesticides on it to make sure it's good, or they put certain gel wax on certain stuff so it lasts longer, or they reshelf things even though they put a different expiration date, right? So we all know the shit they're doing, right? At this point, you should know. There's
Yeah.
so many things. There's so many
Yeah.
documentaries and shit. They've been caught a million times, giving
Oh yeah.
American people
Yeah.
fucked up shit, right? So GMO, right? We all know genetically modified shit. We know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the less travel your food makes, it's probably healthier for you. So if it starts with you and ends with you, it's
Yeah.
probably healthier for you. So everyone at some point should be trying to create their own food supply for sure.
Right, most definitely. And I interviewed my cousin on here, teach you how to grow with what you got or something like that. And when she started growing and started learning how to grow and what to grow, she did not know anything about it. Kind of just like with you going vegetarian, she didn't know anything. But now, man, she's off the chain. She sells seeds and
Good.
grows. She can grow any damn thing, and she's hands on. She be out there in there picking
Yeah.
and digging in that dirt and bent over, and she's getting it, and definitely like to grow her own food. And Seven have said that
Um,
before too on the podcast. Before about growing your
yeah.
own
Yes.
food. So yeah, so that's good. Okay, so like to thank all of our viewers that's watching right now. Keep the comments coming. We appreciate it in the chat. I share them on the screen. One of my friends just hit me up, said they're out in Austin, and I think he said it. Let me see what he said. We are eating meat in Austin. well, well, do what you do, then. He's been on the
Listen.
podcast before too.
Let's be honest. I've lived in Texas for 2 years. Austin sucks. Okay. There's nothing good about Austin, Texas. All right. The
Yeah,
downtown is clustered, just college kids there drinking and drunk. There's nothing.
yeah.
Listen, Houston's cool. Dallas is cool. San Antonio's cool. Austin sucks, man. Nobody cares. All right. Eat your meat in Austin. No, I'm fucking with you, man. But
All right,
yeah, no, it's not. Listen, man. What people eat doesn't take or add in my bank account.
right.
I don't look down on people. I'm not the guy trying to tell you, oh, don't do this. Motherfuckers grown. You do what
Yeah,
you want with your food,
yeah,
your mouth. I look. We all good. But yeah, shout out to him, man. Enjoy,
yeah,
right? It tastes good.
yeah.
So
Yeah. That's what's up.
so yeah,
So,
man. Shout out
so
to him.
So check it out. I got about like three more questions, and then we'll get some closing comments from you. And once again, I thank all my viewers out there that's watching, whether you're watching it now, you catch the replay. I appreciate your support. You watch me from Facebook, hit that follow button, and you'd like to be a guest on the show. Hey, by all means, send me a message on Paul Wizzo on Messenger, and we'll get you on the show. Don't worry about a topic, because I keep plenty of them. That's for damn sure. Okay, Mel. So someone say to you, they say, man, you know damn well you can't stop eating meat. You eat meat while you back behind this or back behind that. Not that you have to address them, but if someone just coming
Mm.
up saying that, man, you know damn well you eating some meat. What's your reply to somebody like that?
You're fucking stupid. That's my response to that. You're stupid. Look. That's like me saying you not really straight. You be sucking dick on the side. Like what? Okay, sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night, motherfucker. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
here's the thing. Here's the thing I get all the time, and it kind of alludes to that, right? Because
Mhm,
there's also like a sense of disbelief,
mhm.
right? That's why you would even have a comment like that. I
Yeah,
view it as ignorant, but I understand. It's like, man, that nigga don't. He ain't really. Look,
yeah,
the thing I get all the time is I don't know how you do it. Oh, I don't know. I can't see how you do it. And my typical response to them is I ask them, "Do you do cocaine?" No.
mm,
Why don't you do cocaine? 'Cause I don't want to do it. Exactly. And I don't want to eat meat.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
really that simple, right?
Boom.
We
Yep.
do things we want to do and we do stuff we
Yeah,
don't want to do,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So,
yeah,
and honestly, there are people doing way more extreme shit than I am,
yeah,
right? So, if you think me being a vegetarian is so skeptical that you think I'm sneaking in Chick-fil-A sandwiches on the side, I don't know if you know this, but there are people that are vegan.
yeah,
there are, hold the phones. There are
yeah,
people that go days without even eating at all.
yeah. Fuck that. Fuck that. You know,
Right? So,
shit, man.
but yeah,
Yeah,
I hear that all the time, man. It's
yeah,
it's it's
yeah.
funny.
And you know, man, I'm kind of like you. You know, I put my mind to it and I set myself to it. You know, I can do anything that I want to do. If I want to stop eating, I can. I used to drink soda. I would go out and kill three Dr. Peppers before they even brought my meal. I
Hmm.
stopped cold turkey. I haven't had a soda in about 4 years, and
You know that
I'm
that happened with
backing
me
off of.
too.
Yeah,
That happened with me
yeah.
too.
So I
Becoming a
mean,
vegetarian, I stopped drinking sodas and juices and all
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I can just stop. You can put your mind to it, that willpower to it, and you can just stop. And actually, I don't even fucking miss them sodas either. I
you
don't miss them.
It becomes part of your lifestyle. Like I
Yeah,
honestly, I don't miss chicken wings. I don't.
yeah, yeah.
I just don't. They're not on my mind.
I ain't gonna
Doctor.
agree with you on that right there. But yeah,
No, I
no, I
know.
got you though.
But how you look at pepper is how I
Yeah,
look at, you know,
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know, Whoppers or Big Macs. You know, it's just
yeah.
yeah, you know,
Yeah. Best definitely. You put your mind to it, have that willpower, you can go on and do it. And
do
looking
anything.
at you, you know, I mean, I know you're healthy, you're strong, you got your strength, you're in the gym, you're working out. So you
Hmm.
being a vegetarian, you hadn't like fucking shriveled up. If somebody thinking, oh, he don't get no meat, he gonna shrivel up. I mean,
I
shit.
I've had a lot of conversations with some drunk uncles about this. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
All right,
yeah.
that's all right.
You know, your
Well,
drunk
so
uncle know everything. So
oh yeah, especially they get that all in them. They know every damn thing.
oh man,
Yeah,
oh man,
shit. So here's my last one. Then we're gonna get some closing comments from you. So looking back,
sure,
you know, how
yes.
has becoming a vegetarian changed the way you view life now? You know, I kind of know a little bit of this, but I just want to. I know it's gonna be a little recap, but how has it, you know, changed the way you view life now that you 9 years in vegetarian? You know,
Um. Well, again, right? The big uh one of my one of the things that's almost biblical to me that yeah, I know you can't beat hot wings. Hot wings are the shit. Hot wings is my girl's favorite food, so I
yeah,
you know yeah. Whenever I fuck up, I get her hot wings. She gives me Chipotle, right? So,
right,
but no. um, again, your food should be your medicine should be your food, right?
Right.
So, um, it changed me a lot of ways. One, I became anti-medicine,
Mhm.
right? And not anti-medicine as far as I get sick, I'm just not gonna do anything. Meaning,
Right.
like, I don't take anything over the counter. I don't take any pills, right? It made me have the mindset of, okay, I'm going the herbal route when something is wrong or something is going off. Instead of me saying, okay, let me go get Tylenol, let me go get, this off the counter, or let me go, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's more herbalistic ways to counter things. So that's where it got me, one, and also two, it showed the almost like delusion, I would say, when it came to like other people as far as like what they eat and but what they say, right? Put it back to the car analogy, right?
Hmm.
Your car takes 93, but you put 87 or 89 in it, and you say, "Man, fuck that shit. It'll be all right."
Right.
But no, it won't. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eventually, they're gonna give some problems, right? Like, anybody would tell you that, right?
Yeah.
So that's another thing too. I notice is like people's actions, but what they say are like they aren't synonymous, and
Mhm.
that really opened up when I stopped eating meat, and I'm going like, all right, like I hear it all the time. Yeah, I gotta start doing, or I gotta do, or I gotta, and then I'm like, but they're still doing the same shit,
Yeah.
you know. So it's almost like it's an enlightenment. It's like, oh, oh, everybody full of shit. It's like once you start actually like changing for the better, you start remember what I told you earlier.
Yeah.
Everybody not that dumb. Like there's dumb
Mhm.
people, but everybody know it's almost common sense. It's like, yeah, working out is good. It's healthier. It'll keep you alive longer. But I'll get to it when I get
Yeah.
to it, or I don't got time. Only people who ain't got time are the people in the grave.
Mm.
If you got
Yeah.
breath, you got time.
You got
If you got
time.
time, if you scrolling on that phone, you got time. You go
Yeah.
to the store every week, you pass that healthy shit every time.
Yep. Every time.
Every time. It's right next to the unhealthy shit. It's in the same store. It's in the same store, my nigga. Ain't no excuse.
No
Yeah,
doubt. No
that
doubt.
that that shit go on EBT too, bro. So it ain't no excuse, dog. It's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not, bro. It's not.
I got you. I got you. All right, Bill. So my last thing is really just for you here. So, is there anything that you'd like to share with the world before we get up out of here? You've answered all my questions and so a lot of the comments that people have been sharing.
Hmm.
Appreciate you for that and appreciate your time for coming on. And I know you got,
For sure.
the family to get back to, and you're an hour ahead of us there. So, there's
Right.
anything you'd like to share with the world before you like to get out of here?
Eating pussy is not eating meat. It's not the same. I don't care what Paul tells y'all. I don't give a damn what ChatGPT thing he reads off of. He's not a smart man. His son is dumb. He's dumb. Everybody in Texas is dumb. That dude in Austin who texts that, he's dumb. Everything about Texas is stupid. All right. Biggest state for no reason. Just a whole bunch of dummies. Right. No. No.
Off the chain.
Honestly speaking, man, sorry, everybody in Texas. That was a joke. I'm joking. Right. I love Texas. Second home. I want to move back to Texas. I think. I'm not sure. But no, man. Look, if there's anything I can leave you guys with, just know there are people up to you, right? So what you do trickles down, right? The reason why this even I even all of this has even happened is because my great grandparents ate a certain way. Then my grandmother ate a certain way. Then my parents ate a certain way. And then it got to me, right? So all I can really leave y'all with is you practice good habits, right? So if you're eating right, it will then influence your children to eat right. And then it will influence them to teach their children to eat better. Right. And speaking for my people specifically,
Mhm.
black people, we already have too many things that we're trying to fight.
Yep.
The last thing we should be having tight is fucking salt,
Yeah.
but high pressure, diabetes, things that you can control. Nigga,
Yeah.
stop drinking Kool-Aid. Stop. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop drinking Tropicant. Stop sodas. Stop this. Why are you at the store with a 24 pack of anything? What do you need 24 of anything? You don't even need 24 apples, my nigga. You don't. You don't. You don't eat that much apples. You don't.
Right.
So all I can tell y'all is just start. Just start. The only thing guaranteed without the attempt is failure. If you don't try, you automatically failed. You
Right.
know, and even tried, that's not a failure because you did it. So, closing sentence, man, just try it. You've tried eating bad this long. Try eating better. You ain't tried that yet. Try it.
Nope. Yep. They still eating meat. They hadn't tried it yet. Hey,
Look,
that's
and again,
bring that up.
I'm no advocate for vegetarianism, right? I'm not the
Mhm.
guy preaching. I'm not trying to. This isn't a cult, right? I'm not trying to pull people in because I'm saying, look, my nigga, if you want your steak, eat your steak,
Yeah.
but do it got to come with the sodas? Do it got to come with the chips? Do it got to come with, you know what I'm saying? I'm just an advocate for motherfuckers living longer
Hmm.
because we need y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's really what it is. If you become a vegetarian like me, you know, God strong. Thank you. I love it. I'm glad I can inspire, but I would rather much so inspire you to just start and do better. I'm an advocate for improvement. I just want you
Hmm.
to improve. I don't want you if you change for the better all the way, I love it. But just start.
Yeah.
That's it.
No doubt, no doubt. Mel, man, I appreciate you always bring that fire
Of course,
conversation
man.
with
Of
you, you know,
course,
in
man.
the one-on-one and even though you've been talking bad about my son right now, but I know you got love for him. He's the one that turned me
That's
on
my
to
boy,
you
man.
and everything like
Yeah.
that from being in school with him. And so and you've been on Wizzo Talk many a times and you've always answered the call and you'll be on many more times because we always appreciate you coming on.
So
So
do I blame you for the white women or your son? Who do I blame for that?
you probably kind of blame my son, I guess.
I'll talk to him about that. Don't worry about it. Don't
Yeah,
worry
yeah.
about that. Don't worry about that. And
Okay, somebody say
definitely
start.
that comment, drinking more water. I drink a fuck ton of water. Yes,
Yeah,
drink more water. Yes, that's a start.
yeah,
Yes. That's your first start. That's your homework. Anybody watching this, just start drinking water. Start drinking more water.
right,
That's your
right.
homework.
And I'll say this before we get ready to get out of here. Also, I follow this one guy, and he's taught me more about what when I've always read labels when I go in the store, whatever. But now
Oh,
I have a better idea of what I'm fucking looking for, and I've been sharing it with my son, been sharing it with my daughter. You know, the paragraph on the back of the ingredients, and you
man.
know,
I
so I've learned so
oh
much
I
for that. I
can't.
brought this
I
guy's two of his books and read his books about that
Yeah,
shit, man.
there's a lot of good. I can't
So
remember the
it's
queen name. Oh, I can't remember. It might be. Oh, I can't remember her name, but she's the one who kind of introduced me to that. She's a vegan queen
yeah.
herself, and she labeled it as the front is entertainment and the back is education.
Was she
And I
talking
thought,
about sex or what? She was
no,
talking about
no, no,
fucking?
no, no,
Oh,
no, no,
oh, you said fucking. So I
no,
was like, the front is what and the back is what? I didn't know
no, no,
what you talking about.
no.
Oh
Yes, no.
shit.
The
Oh, the label. Okay.
I'm not just the product. Yeah. So
Damn.
then it's the draw.
breaking up like a mug.
Right. Lose. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you was breaking up real bad there. Try one more time before we go.
So you got me.
Okay. Yeah,
I
go
can.
ahead.
Can you? Good. Okay. Yeah. No,
Yeah, I got
saying that it was just brilliant. Because the front is entertainment, the back is education. Right. Whenever you go to the grocery store, always remember that. Whenever you pick up anything, the front, entertainment, the back, education. Right. They legally have to tell you how they are poisoning you. It is illegal for them to put something in any said product and not inform you on the product. Also, for the most part, if you read the back of anything and you cannot pronounce the word, you probably shouldn't be eating it or drinking it. For example, a lot of that shit has a lot of Z's and X's and Q's, long as Koloshka Bushka Bushkafia. And you're just going, what the fuck is that? I don't even
yeah,
know what that is. Right. So I guarantee go in your house right now, as soon as this podcast is over, or do it right now if you got me in the background, or when you watch
yeah,
this. Grab anything, turn it around, look at all those fucking words, and I guarantee there's gonna be 30 of them you've never heard before. And if someone read it out loud, you couldn't even spell it.
yeah,
Po-
yeah.
Bro, how many words do you say a day that has an X or a Z in it?
Shit.
Not many.
Nah,
Not
nah.
many. So
Mm-mm.
yes, the front is trying to pull you in and grab you, and it's gonna be some bullshit on the bottom that says, "Oh, non-GMO." Or no, turn that
Yeah,
motherfucker around.
yeah.
Read that shit, and if you don't, if none of that draws anything to any recollection, oh, I know this word. Oh, I know
Right.
that word. Oh,
Yeah.
I know. You know what the ingredients for water should be? Water.
Water.
That's it.
And I'm gonna say this too before we get ready to get out of here too. And I've learned that on salt also. So because you mentioned salt a while ago.
Yes.
So if you
Yes.
go in there and you pick up a bottle of the iodine salt we used to grew up with, it's got about 30 words on the back of there. But if you go over here and pick up this other one, on the back it says salt.
That's
That's
it.
all it says.
That's it.
Same way I've looked at the one that says rice. You look on the back, it says rice. The other
Yeah.
shit have about 30 ingredients. But anyway,
Yes.
so hey
It's
man,
crazy, man.
all right, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate your time and taking the time to come on here. And we look forward to having you on Wizzo Talk again. With that being
Love it.
said, ain't nobody mad but the meat eaters. No.
Y'all suck, and y'all breath be stink.
This your boy Paul Wizzo said, holla at your